twice?
Twice.
Like 2 people?
Tag team.
Tag team?
Tag team.
You say tag team.
Tag team.
Well, you know.
I love tag team wrestling.
I love tag team wrestling. There's a company that has like the best tag team division.
The greatest tag team division on the planet, yes. I've said this many times.
AEW?
AEW.
Stablemate? I think they're stablemate.
Yes. You know what I'm talking about. I know who you're mentioning. Enough.
All right,
enough. Bring him on.
Bring him on. Come on, guy.
We had Ortiz on the season earlier. Now we got this guy here.
What up, gentlemen?
What's going on?
How you doing?
What's up? Been a minute since I seen y'all.
Whiskey. We're going straight to it. Whiskey, what you got?
I couldn't even breathe.
Nothing. Nothing.
Just nothing?
Fresh from Jacksonville. What do you got?
Whiskey?
Whiskey. Have you ever had peanut butter whiskey?
I have not had peanut butter whiskey.
Wow.
First time
So
for everything.
Santana and Ortiz never had peanut butter whiskey before.
We love to introduce you to it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Let's go ahead and get this thing on the
We're
rocks.
good friends.
Dude, I'm so excited. You know, like,
hear that?
You hear that?
Oh.
Dude, I'm as excited to drink this as I'm excited to watch y'all matches.
Don't
Dude,
watch it, you're gonna fall asleep. This shit is gonna keep you awake.
Oh man.
AEW, Jacksonville Life, my brothers.
Man,
Let's salute peanut butter whiskey,
peanut butter whiskey.
AEW,
AEW.
proud and powerful.
Proud and powerful.
Let's do it. Clank it.
Let's not die.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, man.
Right?
Jason.
Talk to me, brother. Talk to me.
Can you curse?
Do whatever
Listen,
you feel.
What
Bro,
the
you're on a
fuck are you doing to me?
Brother, we're heading into revolution. I'm bringing you
This is revolution right here.
There you go. You know, I'm bringing you. This is just as smooth as your Bret Hart suplex, because you know I noticed that.
Yo, you better stop.
He has the
better
Bret Hart
stop.
suplex. You ever watched it? You
His Bret Hart
You gotta
suplex?
watch his Bret Hart suplex,
No.
dude. You know how I knew? He showed a clip of it on his social media one day, and I said, I bet you I know that's Bret Hart suplex, the way he slaps out on his joint. It's so fluid, and I know he watches it, and then he goes into the Eddie Guerrero suplexes. I'm like, this guy here.
You gotta show
He's killing me.
you gotta
He's
show
killing me.
He's taking influence from two of the greatest of all time.
Come on.
The influences are there, but the movement and the fluidity of the delivery of the moves is just like.
Did you have enough cups of these before I came on?
Listen, just because I'm your boy, I'm stating facts.
I appreciate that. Thank
Stating
you.
facts.
But yes, I mean, Brett, Eddie, you know, there's a few others, but yeah, those are my guys, man. Those
there
are
you
the
go.
guys that sparked this crazy ass dream that gave me a chance to travel the world and do some pretty cool stuff. So, yeah.
Hottest crowd, most fun match, last 5 years. What do you got?
Hottest crowd?
Hottest crowd. Come
Hottest
on.
crowd, New York, Laboon. It was Progress Wrestling. We wrestled CCK for the first time. Probably one of the hottest crowds we ever worked in front of. Another one was against Lucha Brothers in England for Fight Club Pro. Crowd was ridiculous.
I think Ortiz mentioned that one, right?
Yeah, that's exactly
dope.
where I wanted to
Yeah.
go with my questioning. I asked Ortiz this question, and you guys, when you were with House of Glory, I had the pleasure of calling your matches there. And the energy that you guys had coming out of the curtain and everybody going crazy, is there anything specific that you guys did to get yourselves mentally prepared for that? Like, how do you have so much energy coming out? Like, do you do anything to prepare yourself for that? Because the crowd, the reception to you guys was like unreal, chilling.
For me personally, I go back and think of everything that I went through to get to that exact moment of me standing behind that curtain. That's my, every time. There's never a time that, you know, and there's a lot of good things and there's also a ton of bad. And everything. I just let everything fester up inside of me. And the wrestling has given me the opportunity to let that shit out without getting into trouble. You know what I mean? So I think that to me is it. Just pure authenticity. And you know how a New York crowd is. You know what I mean? And
It's home.
And the fact that we have that effect on them and they have that same effect on us is amazing. But yeah, like going back to your question, that's it for me, is just channeling every single thing that I've been through to get to that point. And there hasn't been a day that I haven't done that, so.
That's awesome.
Loving it. Come on, man, you gotta.
So what was your other question? It was greatest
I'll
match?
take another swig and we'll get to it. Good shit, right?
This is probably the only drink that I'm not complaining about someone being like, yo, are you gonna finish your drink?
Now, what do you
I'll
usually,
finish it.
What do you usually drink on like I don't consider you like a big drinker, but like if you were to choose something that you want to drink casually during the evening all night long, what would be your go-to?
So before we came on camera, I told you that I bought a bottle of Terramana, and I think that was the first time that I actually like drank a whole bottle straight up, on the rocks, and that was pretty joyful. Also, I'm a big Jameson guy. Jameson is my homeboy.
Whoa.
We gotta.
Somebody said Jameson.
Of course.
Wait, he here?
Well, no. I'll tell you what though. Like I'm gonna step off camera, but being that Santana was gonna be on the show today, we got Jameson Cold Brew whiskey.
Oh, man.
And if you're talking about cold beverages, with me anyway, I love a nice cold beer, but I love coffee, and we're gonna try this today.
That.
You Café Bustelo.
Oh.
Early morning chancletas.
Bro.
Up listening to the Spanish music, playing with the cat.
Yes.
Gotta say hello to the daughter. And
Yes.
Café Bustelo. Well, look, best of both worlds.
What are you doing to me, Jason?
I'm just trying to critiques and connoisseurs, baby.
Oh,
Season
man,
one.
you all right?
This is the
I'll cheers to
awesomeness.
that. I'll cheers to that. I'll cheers.
That's what we're doing.
Well, that's amazing.
Speaking of amazing, all the years watching you home back here in New York. Love to see your progression. Love seeing what's going on. What's the next aim? What is the goal? I mean, this week, seeing you on TV, knowing what the goal was, seeing it now, came up a little short.
Mm-hmm.
Time to reevaluate. What can we expect? Because I was home rooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wanted them to win the
It was
title.
it was a wild 2 days. Well, yeah, like 2 days leading up to that match, because the messages, the endless messages, and just like everyone like coming at us and wanting us to win the titles.
Hell yeah.
And it's such a great feeling, and it's humbling just to know that like so many people support us and so many people are like got our back and stuff. But I mean, the next step is doing what we got to do to get back to that point. And I said it right after the match. I was like, it's all good. Like, we'll be back.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We're gonna be back. And
Without a
that's,
doubt.
And when we do come back, a lot of people are fucked. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real and say it on camera. I'm gonna be real and say it in front of y'all. When we come back, a lot of people are fucked.
Knocking heads off? We're knocking heads off.
Oh, it's dismemberment everywhere.
That
It's
right
just-
there puts a smile on my face, the way he said that.
Well, we'll go ahead and take a break. We're going to take a break
Yeah.
because we want to get to this cold
Jameson.
brew. Yeah, we got this Jameson.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
All right, so we had to break out the Jameson Coffee Cold Brew whiskey because Santana was a guest on the show, and I got tipped off by this guy over here that both Proud and Powerful love their whiskey. So we have Jameson Cold Brew here, and I'm gonna let Santana open this, and I'm gonna let Santana have the pleasure of pouring.
The honor is yours,
Before
brother.
any of that, I gotta do an old school traditional New York thing. You gotta tap the bottle.
Tap the bottle and twist
You
the
gotta
cap. You got to tap the bottle.
Tap the bottle.
Yes.
Yep. So this,
Never had this before, right?
never had this before. This is a badass bottle.
Seems like an upper end.
This actually came about in Ireland, in an Irish pub with an Irish cocktail, Irish drink that was poured over warm coffee, and this is
what happened.
this is it. This is the product.
Wow.
Look at the color on that.
So now you have
Look
a
at the color on it.
bartending job if anything ever happens.
Hey man, always preparing for the next adventure. Always.
Wow.
Here we go.
Dude.
Look at the color, like
Wow.
Look at that.
All right, salud,
Smell
salud.
it.
Salud.
We're here. Critiques and Connoisseurs, AEW, Proud and Powerful.
Mm.
Wow, it smells good. Woo.
I get that. I get that.
That don't even taste like alcohol.
right? It's so smooth.
Bro, am I drinking cold brew on the rocks? Like,
I don't
That's
know.
exactly what we're drinking. This is good.
All right, so it's smooth. We're talking about smooth. We're gonna go into transitions. Yes, I am. All
Listen,
right.
I got a question for this guy here.
What up?
When Jericho enlisted you guys in the inner circle, what was the one moment that he seen that said to him, yeah, I gotta have these guys in the inner circle? Like, what was the one moment? Did he ever tell you that, or?
I think when we did his first cruise, his first ever wrestling cruise, we wrestled the Young. That was the first time we wrestled the
I
Young
think that's
Bucks.
what Ortiz said too. Was the same
And
thing.
that was Ortiz and I. We always like to say that was our job interview for AEW, pretty much, because after that, like we had gotten the call from the guys about AEW maybe like months before it was even announced, and it was right after the cruise. So he saw us wrestle there, and then I know he mentioned a match that we had with the OGs at Slammiversary. That was like, oh shit, these guys are.
That was a match with the pullback on the ring, and then you.
No.
Oh.
No, that was in New York. The match we're talking about.
Oh, yeah, that was the one in Queens. That was in Queens.
This was at the Rebel Arena in Toronto, Canada, and it was us. It was the blow off match for us against the OGs. And I think it was the first time we did the second time we did Dead Presidents at Impact. And Homicide cracked my head open. And,
Shout out to Homicide.
Shout out to Homicide. And but yeah, I think those were the two that made him like, oh, okay, you know. And then that whole time on the cruise, like we got to hang out and talk and shoot the shit and got to know each other a little bit, and yeah, everyone just hit it off, you know. And that was the first time we had met Cody well, we had done shows with Cody before that on the Indies, but never really like had like a relationship or bond. And then on the cruise was when we all chilled and we all, you know, I guess built that relationship. And yeah, after that it was it, you know. And I always like to remind him like, yo, you know, we're officially the first members of the inner circle, right? I hope you guys know that.
So what was the moment when you guys came out in the president masks on Dynamite? Like, what was that moment? Just like your thought process coming before the curtain coming out there to that.
Oh well, so no one knew
That fucking
in the
crowd.
building.
That was great.
They
Oh my
snuck
God.
us into the building right after maybe the first match. I think was going on. They snuck us into the building. And no one saw us. Like, we snuck in, we had fucking hoodies and shit.
Yeah.
And then they snuck us into the Young Bucks locker room. And we're in there, we're shooting the shit or whatever. And then no one in the arena, like the boys, no one saw us until we came out to go under the stage. And they took us under the stage, and everybody was like, you guys are here!
I was low key wanting you guys to end up there anyway. I'm like, I'm glad I see you guys on TV. I'm like,
It was wild.
I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it was wild. It was. I mean, that moment is gonna be a moment that'll live with me forever. Because that was, for me, you know, when you're on the indies or, you know, doing other things, like we're in the grind. We're not thinking about, you know, whatever. But that was the moment that proved to us, shit, we were doing something.
Where they were recognizing
Where
it.
freaking 15,000 people were like, what the you know what I mean? And
it was at that point anyway where I thought that feud with the Lucha Brothers should have been recognized by everybody because it was so great on Impact.
We had 24 matches in maybe 5 different countries in 1 year.
It's crazy.
But where's the footage from the cruise?
Oh, that'll never exist. That'll never. No one will ever probably see that.
Listen, just like you said, it was the test run.
Yeah,
It was the interview.
So
But
the Lucha Brothers are your fight forever type of tag team. But you guys will be battling until you're like 50 years old.
100%. We're gonna have the golden age tag match, like rock and roll at midnight. Like that's where we're trying to get to.
when y'all did that in New York, bro,
Yeah.
listening to Pentagon.
Bro, when we had the match that I told you, the hottest crowd in the UK, we wrestled the Lucha Bros. We opened the show with them, but that match wasn't supposed to happen. So a team couldn't make it, and it was a tournament. So there was no one there to wrestle the Lucha Bros. So the guy was like, "We see that match, and like whatever. You want to wrestle?" We literally had 5 minutes to call.
Oh, wow.
So since by that point we had wrestled each other 10 times, so we were like, yo,
Yeah.
all right, we'll see you out there.
Yeah.
Bro, it was like, that match to me was insane. And that crowd was, oh man.
Even the match that they had at Hog with when Ray Phoenix got injured in Texas, I believe it was, and then it was you guys versus Sammy and Pentagon. I'm like,
The
holy
Chubby
shit.
Brothers.
Yeah,
like,
the Chubby
holy
Brothers.
Holy shit! It's like it just picked up right where Phoenix was really here. It was like,
Listen,
nothing changed.
The crowd picked up on everything. It was all good. It was just a good time on behalf of all competitors to the crowd. That was the time when these guys, they picked me up and put me in the ring and made me dance with them that day in the celebration.
Everybody got to dance. We
But
dancing,
listen,
everybody danced.
Listen, everybody danced. Even Pentagon danced.
Yo,
On
me and
the
him
aisle.
danced on the stage.
Yes,
I have
yes.
that video. It's
Dude,
awesome.
things like that resonate forever. Not just as a memory, as a fan, but just in wrestling history, it's like, this is our hometown guys. This is what they do.
Yeah, that's what definitely made it special.
You know,
And real quick, sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead,
but
do it.
speaking of that House of Glory match and show, I remember, when we were doing the whole, and I have to mention it, we were doing that whole feud with Lucha Bros. One of the guys that came to us and was like really just proud was Travis, man. Like Matt Travis, there was one show that he had came to us, and he was just like, bro, what you guys are doing for this city and what you guys are doing for our people is like, it's never been done, you know what I mean? Like the representation and the fact that you guys are showing that it's possible that kids that come from where we come from could do something with themselves, you know? And to me, like, I'll never forget that moment. Like, we were just changing, and he comes to us, and he was like, yo, just, and I carry a sticker of Matt Travis on my
me too.
on my luggage that I travel with everywhere. And I always said, like, after he passed, I was like, he's gonna travel with me till the end of my career.
Yeah, it's amazing that he mentioned that because I know I was, I don't know if I had any part in it. I had a small part in it on social media, but I pushed for that match so hard on Dynamite where you guys wrestled.
Oh man,
like the social media reaction to it was crazy. Like, how did that get to Tony? And then what was the decision and the whole process behind that?
It was all Tony.
Really?
All Tony's idea. Tony.
Sentiments to Tony for that.
100%. Shout out to Tony Khan and
there's so many people on social media on my end that push for that match. I tried to facilitate it because I'm like, man, I mean, this man deserves it.
And Tony, he knew, we had spoken with him. He knew how close we all were with him, and he knows how passionate he was about wrestling because from us. And shout out to AEW and Tony Khan, the fact that they gave us the opportunity to do that on live TV on a Dynamite. I'll forever be appreciative for that. Despite, like, aside from all the other things that the company has done for us and
that was special.
Man,
special.
like that will be with me forever.
And a lot of people didn't know, like, our close circle with Matt Travis, how much lives that man touched.
Oh man,
like he was just that dude that always would call you from beginning to end to make sure that you're good.
Still to this day, I read his messages that he would send me randomly. Like, he would send me messages at 3 a.m. Long ass.
I love you, brother. Make sure that everything's good. Listen, I black out every time I listen to Jay Electronica and the Jay-Z.
Oh, bro,
I shed a tear every time because it's like, from watching this man when he came in to his growth, training, and a lot of people didn't know about the complex relationship with me and Matt Travis. Like, I view that man as a mirror image as my little brother. Like, he was a spitting image of me maybe 10, 15 years ago. And I never mentioned it on social media. Like, I never told anybody about it.
Everything.
I never mentioned our relationship. And it was very close, dear to heart. Him, Amazing Red, like, that was a brother circle right there. And to see how the effect is, you see the ripple effect that's going on.
Yep.
That man was very special, and he never got the light of day. He was cut short because of negligence.
Yep.
But we salute. We're gonna salute him. Yes.
Matt Travis.
Travis. Yes.
The man. Bro.
Just what it's all about.
Just to add on Matt, I didn't know him personally like you guys did, but every show, I go up to him before anybody else, and I asked him what he thought of his match because I knew how important it was to him. He always gave me his honest feedback.
Yeah.
That's what I loved
He
about him so
was-
much, just knowing him professionally.
Yeah, and I'll say this in front of the camera. I'll say this in front of Brian XL, Amazing Red. He was the heart and soul and spirit of House of Glory.
And will forever be.
And forever.
Yes, forever.
No one will ever just have that effect and have that, just his spirit, man. Like he lived and breathed House of Glory. He lived and breathed to prove that, because House of Glory, if you look at it, it's a bunch of kids from the hood.
Yes.
That a lot of us had no direction. A lot of us had no other ways of showing our creativity or showing whatever. And Brian and Red, gave all these kids a shot.
Yeah.
And
That's what resonates the most with me, man. It's like, but we gotta continue on a higher note. Thank you, Maddie.
Matt.
Thank you, Maddie.
The man.
Critiques and Connoisseurs, brother. I'm so happy that you came here.
I'm so happy that I came here.
Remember the last time with the fish? Now we got this. So we have fish, this, and JD here. We got JD here.
All about
Look, heat seeker. Got the heat seeker. Yes.
No, but I'll say it in front of the camera too. I respect this man because he speaks his mind, and anybody that speaks their mind, whether it's negative or positive or however you feel about it, everyone's entitled to their opinion. You don't like it, change the channel.
That's it.
That's
Listen,
it.
and that means a lot to me personally coming from this guy here because I've never steered away from where I stand in my beliefs. I don't try to be fake. And coming from this guy here, that means the world to me.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, everybody's not
I'm
gonna
a fan.
like what I'm a fan too. So everybody's not gonna like what people have to say, and it is what it is. But you obviously have something going because you have so many listeners and so many followers and all that stuff. So
That's why I got this guy to normalize me and bring me back down to earth.
fuck what everyone says. You keep doing you, and it is what it is.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
So we had peanut butter whiskey. We had cold brew Jameson.
Why you guys not? I'm empty.
Listen, it's a brotherhood.
He's
he's lit. It's a brotherhood going on. I love the freaking energy. This was Critiques and Connoisseurs.
Hell yeah.
Proud and powerful, baby.
All day.
AEW.
AEW.
JD from New York. Big Hodge.
Santana. Proud and powerful.
It's going. We're done.
Boom.
Boom.